All right, very quick one. You know, I'm not a football man, but a couple people asked me to comment on this Arsene Wenger resignation situation. Arsene Wenger's been at Arsenal for so long that I was getting to the point where I was thinking Wenger's going to be at the club forever. Like he's literally going to die at the club. I thought he'd never leave. He'd just be there for life because season after season, Arsenal were not winning any silverware, and Arsene Wenger's position at the club remained solid and safe. Like the board did not want this man to go. So I thought that he'd be there forever and he'd never go. But yeah, he, as most of you are aware, has announced that he's leaving at the end of this season, much to the delight of many Arsenal fans out there. Now, again, I'm not really a big football man, but I did used to follow football close enough to know that a lot of the time when a long-standing manager leaves, it causes upheaval at the club. And even though a club's fortunes might be mediocre, they can turn from mediocre to terrible when a long-standing manager leaves. So we'll see if that's going to happen here with Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal. I do like occasionally watching Arsenal Fan TV. I believe the YouTube channel's called. Those of you who are football fans, you'll know about Arsenal Fan TV, where it's got the infamous Ty and Claude, the double act. The Arsenal fans are always at each other's throats. Ty was always pro Arsene Wenger, and Claude was always adamantly against Arsene Wenger. So I'll be looking forward to watching their latest interviews, Claude and Ty, see what they got to say about the situation. But yeah, Arsene Wenger was there for so long. Let me know from those of you who are Arsenal fans or just football fans in general, how do you think this situation is going to pan out now with Arsene Wenger leaving at the end of the season? Do you think that Arsenal are going to see immediate success because of the fact that he's gone? Like an immediate improvement in their performances? Or do you think that there's actually going to be more problems that are actually going to end up being worse when Arsene Wenger goes? Obviously, it depends on who they bring in over the summer because they've got plenty of time to appoint a new manager. So it depends on who they bring in, what players they bring in. Arsene Wenger was a guy who was known to be reluctant to spend on players. You know, he would like to talent scout. He'd like to get young players who kind of gone under the radar, and he'd turn them into stars and then he'd sell them on for a profit. You know, he was consistently making a profit for Arsenal year in, year out. And I guess that's why the board liked him. Whereas other clubs, some years they'd make a profit, other years they'd make a loss. And I'm talking about big clubs. So Arsene Wenger's consistency in terms of turning a profit for the board, I guess that's why they liked him. But now he's gone. Let's see what the approach is of the new manager. Is it going to be a similar situation to Arsene and frustrating the Arsenal fans even more? Because maybe the board wants somebody just like Arsene Wenger, who's going to balance the books, not a guy who's going to go looking for silverware necessarily, going all out, spending and getting the club into debt. Do you really think they want that? Isn't the board the problem here rather than Arsene Wenger? Because the board allowed Arsene Wenger to stay on for so long. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out.